Mark, you had this situation a couple years ago with Joe Cox. But when you have a quarterback who's going to be a one-year starter, do you have to kind of guard against him putting too much pressure on himself, knowing that his legacy is going to be defined by 2014 alone?
That's a great question. And I've got to keep my eye out for that with him. I really hadn't thought about it because I think Hudson has created such good habits all these years in practice, and because he's had the chance to start a few games last year, I really wasn't thinking much about that, but obviously that, he wants to have a great season. He knows it's his one shot, so we've got to keep an eye on him to make sure he's not trying to do more than he should. But his style of play is very much like a point guard in basketball. I mean, he knows he's going to be delivering the ball to the playmakers, and he knows that's how the team has success, and I don't think he'll stray much from that.
Mark, now you get limited access in the summertime to some players. What have you seen from Nick Chubb and Sony Michel, and how are they going to help you add depth in that running back core?
Well, it was funny. The guys we're talking about, the guys that are here, Ramik and Chris Conley and Todd Gurley, Ramik Wilson. I was just talking about all the guys, how the summer's going. I mean, I don't see every workout. I don't see everything they do. And they're just talking about everything. But one of the things they mentioned was the two young backs and just how great they looked and how talented they are. But one thing they were talking about Nick Chubb, just saying, he's pound for pound, maybe, probably one of the strongest guys on the team, talking about him, taking 350 on the bench and just kind of playing with it and, getting 5 or 6 reps in the middle of a workout. But and then Sony's ability to, just how smooth he is running routes and catching balls and stuff like that. They think those two guys are very, very good. They think they're just quiet, unassuming guys that want to be great. They both were over 3.0 students in high school. They both got just tremendous compliments from everybody in their schools. They loved them. Everybody in their school loved them. So we feel really good about that.
Can you talk about opening the season, taking on the state of South Carolina with 2 big rival games, your first 2 games?
No, it's huge. I mean, it is big. Obviously, opening with Clemson, we're thankful to be between the hedges and, let our Georgia fans help us in regard to that game, and then an open date, and then going to South Carolina. And, of course, last time we were there, it was a pretty good beatdown, really. So, we've got to make sure we're prepared for that type of atmosphere. Their fans do a wonderful job as well. So, but, yeah, obviously two of the best teams in the country, both from the state of South Carolina. It's going to be a great challenge for us.
Coach, over the years when I've spoken to coaches, they always talk about every year there seems to be a different identity with their football team. There's a different feeling going in each year. I'm interested in your feeling. Do you sleep well at night with this team and the retinkered coaching staff?
Right this minute, I think they understand working hard is very important. I think they understand doing it the way Coach says to do it. I think they're serious about that. I am sensing that there's some leadership that's really emerging in a real positive way. We had some people from that were former Special Forces people, our Navy SEALs that came in. They have a thing called the program, and we put our guys through that, and it had to do with becoming a better teammate and becoming a better team leader. And I think we learned a lot. I think our staff learned a lot from it. I think our players learned a lot from it. We did it prior to the summer getting started, and I think that helped us as well.
Can you feel good about the coaching staff?
Oh yeah, our coaching staff. We have a tremendous amount of camaraderie on that staff, togetherness, unity, highly competent men, highly competitive men, and guys that truly care about our players, and good, great family men. Everything I'm looking for in a coach, these guys are it, and I've never been more excited about a staff.